Hey football fans, I'm Tom Brady, quarterback of the New England Patriots and two-time Super Bowl MVP. Welcome to Backyard Football. Get in the game and play.
Come on, let's get together and play in the sunny summer weather, and we'll just get better and better. Let's play. Touchdown, home run, goal, and a fumble, and the games are underway. All day long, bomb slam, dunking action, smack the ball a mile, and this is what the kids all say. Come on, let's get together and play in the good and better weather, and pigskin, hog, hot, plastic or leather.
Greetings, sports fanatics. I'm Sunny Day, and joining me is the maestro of the mouth guard, Chuck Downfield.
Thanks, Sonny. I'm good all over.
They're lined up for the kickoff. First and 10 to go. Hey! Quarterback drops back to pass. Pass complete.
Atta
Break! Looks to throw. Complete.
That was a big boy throw. He's going all the way, Sonny. Run free, young man. Run free.
Break! Through the uprights for the extra point.
Good for you.
First and 10 to go.
A first down is always the most specialist.
Looking to throw. Incomplete.
Oh, the humanity.
Go. It looks like, yes, it's a handoff. First and 10 to go.
Most teams will run here, but not me. I'd kick a field goal.
Go.
Think outside the box, peoples.
First down and at midfield.
They call the middle of the field midfield
Right.
because it's in the middle of the field.
Go.
Flashy, flashy. That smells like a power up. PU.
Break. The extra point is good.
You know, in England, they call an extra point cricket. Wait, that's not right.
First and 10 to go. Break. Hey! Cuban drops back, looking to pass. It's second down. Break. Hey! The running back is brought down for a loss.
That running back got run all the way back.
Break. drops back in the pocket.
Picked off! Picked off like an old scab.
Big play there for the offense.
Big plays are what win games. Good work, kid.
Go. Drops back. We're within striking distance here on second down.
I think you're going to see some points here. Hopefully for our side.
That is a touchdown.
Sure, we all like a touchdown celebration, but how do you think the football feels?
The kick is good for one.
That kid puts the extra in extra points.
First and 10.
They'll never guess you picked that play, as long as I can remember not to tell them.
Quarterback drops back to pass. The quarterback goes down like a sack of potatoes.
When the quarterback is tackled, Sonny, it usually results in a sack.
It looks like, yes, it's a kickoff. Maybe a yard or two on that play.
Not much to look at there.
Any thoughts, Chuck?
Whoa, head rush.
Quarterback drops back to pass. They come up a little short on third down.
The offense came up a few pennies short there. I got a twister. Someone hiked up your underwears in the back. I'm glad you took my advice. Please don't blame me if it goes horribly wrong, though. Look at you do that! That's some powerful stuff! If that play doesn't work, I'll eat a dozen hot dogs. I'm going to anyway, actually.
Go! Drops back to throw. Couldn't get the handle.
That pass was U-G-L-E-E, ugly.
Go! They're gonna keep this one on the ground.
That kicks that horn air from a balloon convention. If you've got juice in your power meter, you gotta use it.
Straight through.
It's good like gravy. Mmm, gravy. You can't go wrong with that pick, I tells ya.
Hey! Drops back. He caught it.
Sensational catch! I wasn't really paying attention, but I'm sure you picked a great play.
Hey! Drops back in the pocket. Incomplete.
That ball bought a one-way ticket to Nowheresville.
Great. Hey, we've got a handoff.
If that play doesn't work, I'll eat a dozen hot dogs.
Great.
I'm going to anyway, actually.
Looks to throw. Oh, took the eye off the ball and dropped it.
I've said this a million times, Sonny. You gotta use your hands if you want to catch the ball. I couldn't have done it better my own self.
Great.
Hey, that's one of them power moves. I'm glad you took my advice. Please don't blame me if it goes horribly wrong, though.
Great. Go.
Choo-choo! All aboard the runaway train! I think he can!
Great.
I think he can! I know he can!
The extra point is good.
They call that an extra point because it's extra. I'm glad you took my advice.
Great.
Please don't blame me if it goes horribly wrong, though.
Hey.
Yuck! I wouldn't want to clean up that mess. The power move is some powerful stuff there.
Hey. Drops back in the pocket. Got the ball.
What a catch! That kid must have flypaper on their hands.
Great. What are your thoughts on this game, Chuck?
When I grow up, I want to be a football.
Looking to throw. Complete.
And they call him Lord of the Pass.
Looking to throw. Incomplete.
I couldn't have done it better my own self.
Hey. Quarterback drops back to pass. He got it.
Good gravy, that was a fine pass.
Great. Hey.
Yuck! I wouldn't want to clean up that mess. That's got power move written all over it.
Looking to throw. Dropped. Incomplete.
That kid couldn't catch a ball.
Hey. QB drops back in the pocket.
I'm glad you took my advice. Please don't blame me if it goes horribly wrong, though.
Didn't make it.
I couldn't have done it better my own self.
Great. Go. Hand off.
Oh, Lang! If you've got juice in your power meter, flood it, baby! Flood it!
Go. We've got some play action. Yes, it's a touchdown.
I scored a
Great.
touchdown once. It was in a dream. and I was riding a unicorn, but it totally seemed real.
Straight through.
Way to kick that ball!
They're lined up for the kickoff. They better watch the clock.
Time's running out. I gotta get this show on the road.
Hey! Drops back to throw. You got it.
Right on the money, honey.
It's halftime.
Good gravy. What a half. The away team was unstoppable.
Oh, I think the second half is about to begin. Any thoughts, Chuck?
I once ate 3 pizzas.
Looks to throw. He held on to it.
I could hear the zip on that one. It was like zip.
Any pearls of wisdom for us, Chuck?
I've got ants in my pants and I want to dance.
On that note, straight through.
Bingo.
We're all set here for the kickoff.
That needs some kind of human missile. I got the power.
Hey! Quarterback, face back.
That's some good play calling there, kiddo. Have you considered going pro?
Looking to throw. Oh, took the eye off the ball and dropped it.
Maybe that kid ought to pick another sport.
What are your thoughts on this game, Chuck?
That's what I call football, Sonny.
Looking to throw. The ball drops incomplete.
I could have caught that one if I knew how to catch. They'll never guess you picked that play, as long as I can remember not to tell them.
Go! We've got some play action.
That's one flashy power move. If you can get positive yards on a play, Sonny, it's usually a good thing.
They're in for the score.
Touchdowns are like ice cream. There's always room for more.
Oh, it's a fake. You can tack 2 more points on the board for this team.
That's twice as good as a normal conversion. Please, Hammer, that's a fumble. If you can try the ball free, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get a fumble.
Go! QB drops back in the pocket.
I couldn't have done it better my own self.
Go! Looks like a play action here. Couldn't bring it in. Looks to throw. 6 points.
Hey, that was pretty nice, Junior, but can you eat 50 hot dogs? I can.
The extra point is good.
I wonder why they call it an extra point. Oh, wait, I know this one. That needs some kind of a power move whenever you can. Oh man, somebody's mom is gonna be peeved. I think they've used a power move on that play.
Drops back in the pocket. Complete.
He put some mustard on that one. Mustard.
Quarterback fakes back.
It's picked off. Interception. Interception.
Break. Go. Looks like a play action here.
I couldn't have done it better my own self.
Looking to throw. That is a touchdown.
Is there anything more beautiful than a touchdown? No, there isn't.
Break. Straight through.
Like my mom says, every little bit helps. I don't really know what that means, though. That could turn into a heat-seeking missile.
What are your thoughts on this game, Chuck?
The key to being a fast running back, Sonny, is having the ability to run fast.
Looks to throw. The QB is down.
I got sacked plenty of times, Sonny, and I wasn't even the quarterback.
QB drops back, looking to pass. He held on to it.
Wow! Right in the heart of the dragon.
QB to hand off. Drop for a loss.
Slam, dash, pow! That's what I'm talking about. They'll never guess you picked that play, as long as I can remember not to tell them.
Go.
What did they do now? I'm glad you took my advice. Please don't blame me if it goes horribly wrong, though.
Go.
They'll never guess you picked that play, as long as I can remember not to tell them.
Throw. Touchdown City, USA.
When you get a touchdown, that usually results in 6 points, and that's a good thing.
The extra point is good.
That one's good as gravy. Delicious, sweet gravy. I'm hungry.
What words of wisdom would you have for us today, Chuck?
I can eat my weight in coleslaw.
That's very interesting, Chuck.
Yuck! I wouldn't want to clean up that mess. They'll never guess you picked that play, as long as I can remember not to tell them.
Quarterback fakes back. He caught the ball.
Can that boy throw or what?
Drops back to pass. They just couldn't get it done on third down.
The defense made a big-time play there, Sonny. Unbelievable! He's taking this one all the way to the bank.
The kick is good for one.
Right through the thingamabobs. Please, Hammer, he let go of it. The defense definitely caused that fumble.
Right.
Either them or the offense.
Looks to throw. The ball drops incomplete.
That one had a little too much mustard on it, if that's possible.
Hey! Drops back to pass.
You can't go wrong with that pick, I tells ya.
Hey! Quarterback drops back to pass. Couldn't hold it.
Yes. No. That's one flashy power move. I couldn't have done it better my own self.
Go! We've got some play action.
It's intercepted. QB probably didn't mean to pass it to that player.
Hey! Looks like a handoff. Down he goes.
He took that kid down like some kind of futuristic tackle bot.
Looks to throw. Couldn't get the handle.
That one was going nowhere fast.
Hey! QB drops back, looking to pass. The QB went down.
That QB is lucky to be walking after that sack.
Break! Looking to throw. Ooh! Took the eye off the ball and dropped it.
I couldn't have done it better my own self.
Go! QB drops back in the pocket. Touchdown!
What happened? Did I miss something?
Break! Through the uprights for the extra point. They're lined up for the kickoff.
I couldn't have done it better my own self.
Hey! Quarterback face back. He held on to it.
The thing that makes great receivers stand out from the rest, Sonny, is their ability to catch the ball.
Any thoughts, Chuck?
The mustache makes the man.
Looking to throw.
They've turned the ball over. I wonder if the QB meant to do that.
Go! We've got some play action. It's in there for a touchdown.
I think someone's got a case of touchdown fever.
The extra point is good.
bite is small, but he's as fast as they get. You'd better not let this kid slip away. Tony Romo is a... If you like tackling, then run.
Hello again, football freaks. Sunny Day here, along with Chuck, don't call me Charles, Downfield.
Thanks, Sonny. It's great to be back here on Earth. I wasn't really paying attention, but I'm sure you picked a great play.
Looking to throw. He got the ball.
That boy's got some zip in his arm, I tells ya.
Go. Drops back in the pocket. Touchdown, O'Rooney.
That kid's got more moves than a giant moving thing.
Knocks it home for the extra point. They're lined up for the kickoff.
A big butt. I call it youch. I couldn't have done it better my own self.
Looks to throw.
The ball has popped out of his hands. I wasn't really paying attention, but I'm sure you picked a great play.
We've got some play action. Quarterback dropped for a loss.
That QB's gonna be hurting for certain.
Break. Looks to throw. He caught it.
There was a lot of zing in that pass. I like zing.
Break. QB drops back in the pocket. She caught the ball. They rolled up a ton of yardage there.
This defense looks more worn out than my waistband.
Break. We've got some play action. Incomplete. Break. Any thoughts, Chuck?
Slug bug.
Looking to throw. Yes, it's a touchdown. Break. Straight through. We're all set here for the kickoff.
I couldn't have done it better my own self.
Go! Quarterback drops back to pass. Quarterback dropped for a loss.
To avoid sacks, get rid of the ball as soon as possible.
Go!
He let go of it. I couldn't have done it better my own self.
Looks to throw. Incomplete.
You can't go wrong with that pick, I tells ya.
Break.
never guess you picked that play, as long as I can remember not to tell them.
Hi! QB drops back, looking to pass. Couldn't bring it in. Break. Hi! The quarterback goes down and goes down hard.
That QB got steamrolled, Sonny.
Hi! Drops back in the pocket. Couldn't hold it. The special teams are set for the field goal. Didn't make it.
If that play doesn't work, I'll eat a dozen hot dogs. I was going to anyway, actually.
Looks to throw. He held on to it.
I wasn't really paying attention, but I'm sure you picked a great play.
Go! Looks like a play action here.
Oh, way!
It is a touchdown.
Touchdowns is good.
The extra point is good. They're lined up for the kickoff.
It's hammered. Ball has just been charred loose. Ah, yes. The old fumble-rooski play. Works every time. That kid's flipping out.
Goes crashing to the turf.
He's going to have some bruises on his rumpus after that one.
Go! Quarterback fades back. Now that's a touchdown.
I will eat an entire pie every time someone scores a touchdown today. Starting now.
The kick is good for one. They're lined up for the kickoff.
The hammer, it's a scramble for the ball. It was a man free for all.
Break! Go! QB drops back, looking to pass. That's a touchdown, folks.
Check out my touchdown dance, Sonny. Ouch! I think I pulled something bad.
Straight through. We're all set here for the kickoff.
That kid turned into a heat-seeking missile. Yuck! I was want to clean up that mess.
The quarterback goes down and goes down hard. Hi! QB drops back, looking to pass. He pulled it in.
If that play doesn't work, I'll eat a dozen hot dogs. I was going to anyway, actually.
QB drops back, looking to pass. He held on to it. Big play there for the offense.
You gotta be hungry to play good D, Sonny. By the way, are you gonna eat the rest of that corn dog?
Touchdown!
That touchdown was sponsored by my mom. Thanks, Mom.
The kick is good for one. They're lined up for the kickoff.
I couldn't have have done it better my own self.
Great. What are your thoughts on this game, Chuck?
That's some good football there, I tells you.
Looks to throw. He pulled it in.
If that play doesn't work, I'll eat a dozen hot dogs. I was going to anyway, actually.
We've got some play action. Incomplete.
I couldn't have done it better my own self.
Go.
What did he do now?
They're in for the score. Great. The extra point is good. We're all set here for the kickoff.
I wasn't really paying attention, but I'm sure you picked a great play.
Here's drops back, looking to pass. Drop, incomplete. Great. Drops back in the pocket. It could be his tackle or a loss.
That had to smart. Youch!
Great. Looking to throw. He got it. Just short.
There's no me in third down, Sonny. That's some good play calling there, kiddo. Have you considered going pro?
Looking to throw. That is a touchdown. Great. Straight through. They're lined up for the kickoff.
I couldn't have done it better my own self.
Drops back to pass. The ball drops incomplete. Great. Quarterback fakes back.
That's some good play calling there, kiddo. Have you considered going pro?
Great. Looks to throw. They didn't get it.
The offense just couldn't get it done.
They better watch the clock.
Not much time left on the clock.
Great.
They need a quick play here.
Go. He pulled it in. 6 points. Great. They They can't convert on the two-point attempt.
Hey, what's a measly 2 points in the big scheme of things anyway? That was some kind of human missile.
Break! Drops back.
Intercepted! I don't think that was the intended receiver. I wasn't really paying attention, but I'm sure you picked a great play.
Go! They're gonna keep this one on the ground. 6 points. Break! Straight through. What are your thoughts on this game, Chuck?
Football is the most beautiful of nature's gifts. Big crowd. I call it ouch. They'll never guess you picked that play, as long as I can remember not to tell them. That's an ooey-gooey mess. Pure genius.
Drops back to pass.
You can't go wrong with that pick, I tells ya.
Looking to throw. It won't be enough for a first down.
Now it's time for my favorite part of the show, special teams. If that play doesn't work, I'll eat a dozen hot dogs. I was going to anyway, actually.
Go! Drops back.
They'll never guess you picked that play, as long as I can remember not to tell them.
Go! It looks like, yes, it's a handoff. The ball is over the line for a touchdown. We've got some play action. That's 2 more for this team.
A 2-point conversion is worth 2 points, Sonny. You can't go wrong with that one, and I ought to know, I'm wrong all the time.
Looking to throw.
It's picked off. To get an interception on defense, try to anticipate where the quarterback is going to throw the ball.
Go! The ball is over the line for a touchdown. The extra point is good. They're lined up for the kickoff.
Oh man, somebody's mom is gonna be peeved. I'm glad you took my advice. Please don't blame me if it goes horribly wrong though.
Looking to throw. They held on to it.
I'm glad you took my advice. Please Please don't blame me if it goes horribly wrong, though.
Hi! QB drops back in the pocket.
I couldn't have done it better my own self.
Break!
Oh, man, somebody's mom is gonna be peeved. I wasn't really paying attention, but I'm sure you picked a great play.
Break! Hi! QB drops back in the pocket. Pick up the ball.
You can't go wrong with that pick, I tells ya. I wasn't really paying attention, but I'm sure you picked a great play.
Touchdown! Break! Straight through. They're lined up for the kickoff.
Can't go wrong with that one, and I ought to know, I'm wrong all the time.
Hi! Quarterback drops back to pass. The ball is caught. Break! Hi! Quarterback fakes that.
They've turned the ball over. I couldn't have done it better my own self.
Break! Go! Drops back in the pocket. He pulled it in.
Dummy!
Break! The extra point is good. We're all set here for the kickoff.
I'm glad you took my advice. Please don't blame me if it goes horribly wrong, though.
Looks to throw. He pulled it in. Break! Hi! Drops back. It's caught. That's a big-time play for the offense.
It's like I always say, Sonny, defense starts with a D.
The quarterback is sacked.
It's all fun and games until somebody gets sacked.
Hi! QB drops back in the pocket. The ball is up.
He couldn't hang on. That is a free ball. You can't go wrong with that pick, I tells ya.
Go! We've got some play action.
Nobody's gonna stop that kid. Nobody!
Break! It's up and it's good for 1 point. We're all set here for the kickoff.
The ball has popped out of his hands. Don't juke or spin too much while you're running with the ball, or it's fumble city.
Go! QB drops back, looking to pass. That is a touchdown. Hooray! It's up and it's good for 1 point. Any thoughts, Chuck?
My mommy says it's just baby fat. Please, Hammer, that is a free ball. That football was on the loose.
Hooray! Go! Down a Rooney.
Hooray!
What are your thoughts on this game, Chuck?
That's some honest-to-goodness football being played out there, Sonny.
Knocks it home for the extra point. Any thoughts, Chuck?
I tell you, Sonny, this is excitement with a capital G. They call it the big club. I call it youch. If that play doesn't work, I'll eat a dozen hot dogs. I was going to anyway, actually. Yuck! I would want to clean up that mess.
The quarterback goes down and goes down hard.
Hooray!
Hi! Quarterback fakes back. He caught it.
They'll never guess you picked that play, as long as I can remember not to tell them.
Hooray!
Hi! You beat a handoff. He's stopped on the play.
He went down with the
Hooray!
mighty force of a wild hurricane machine.
Hi! Drops back. Complete.
You can't go wrong with that pick, I tells ya.
Looks to throw.
It's picked off.
Time is running out here on the game clock.
We're running out of time here. Don't panic.
Looks to throw. He got it. They score.
Hooray!
Go. We've got some play action. Incomplete. They're lined up for the kickoff. Time is running out here on the game clock.
The numbers on the clock are getting really small.
Quarterback fakes back.
Intercepted.
Big yardage there.
That is what they have to do. Make big plays on defense.